This is our 9th video for CMN 3165, talking about cell phones and the traditional media.
So for this video, I looked at an article titled, How Your Cell Phone is Ripping Traditional Media Apart. So this article talked about the rise of mobile technology and how it's probably the fastest and most understated paradigm shift our culture has ever seen. Mobile devices satiate our constant desire for on-demand entertainment. The source of its power can only be defined as human nature itself. A mobile device is your music collection, movie library, bookshelf, gaming console, social network, notepad, calendar, camera, address book, and alarm clock that conveniently fits in your pocket. There are even apps now you can get that connect to your vehicle. You can start your car with your phone, you can lock your car with your phone, and crazy things like that. Smartphones outsold PCs in late 2010 and signaled the beginning of a new era to some. However, others viewed this as the end of the world. Smart mobile devices must be regarded by marketers as being on a level with television or radio in terms of media consumption. Couple this understanding with reports from media industries that indicate traditional media consumption is declining, and we can begin to understand how mobile technology has impacted our society. Mobile devices have redefined the way we connect to the internet, access our news, and stay aware of local news events. The industry most critically damaged by the rise of mobile devices is the newspaper, because everyone has that habit now where they wake up in the morning, first thing you do, check your phone, scrolling through Twitter, scrolling through Facebook, seeing all the different news headlines via, like for example, I follow Ottawa Citizen, CBC, things like that, and that's how I personally get all my news. And also on my Twitter. According to a 2010 survey conducted by the Pew Research Center, 47% of Americans report they get at least some local news from their cell phone. 69% of participants reported that the loss of newspapers would have little to no impact on their ability to keep up with local information. While this survey does not indicate how users are accessing the internet, another survey from the Pew Research Center indicates that 40% of adults use the internet, email, or instant messaging on a mobile phone. Your cell phone murdered the newsroom is basically what this article is saying. Mobile devices are ahead of all traditional broadcast media, and mobile tech frees us to shift when we consume content to times that are convenient to us. Gives us discounts on the go, lets us play games with friends, purchase without a computer or on trips to the store, and ultimately stays connected with the people who matter most to us. As this freedom spreads, we find ourselves moving further away from the days of the must-see TV and reading yesterday's news. The message to traditional media outlet is clear: evolve or die. In just a few short years, the mobile device has proven itself to be a powerful force, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface.
So just to add on to Lainey's point, I did an article that was similar to hers about how cell phones have changed social media. Social media began as the ultimate way for people to connect and share their lives with others, starting primarily online on the computer. So before cell phones and smartphones, you kind of had to go home and log on. Just remembering when I was in high school and elementary school, you weren't even allowed to go on social platforms, just I guess kids being kids. But nowadays in workplaces, those sites are kind of blocked as well. So it was really an at-home social interaction versus invading workspaces. But now with cell phones and smartphones, it's everywhere. You can open it at work, you can open it in school, you can open it when you're walking down the street. You can be in social media no matter where you are, so it kind of invades your everyday life no matter where you are. It has no boundaries, so when you go to the gas station, even at the grocery store, argues this article, there are ads encouraging you to look up these stores such as Walmart on their sites and promote them. So with the use of cell phones, there's new media techniques that we can increasingly be involved with, new structures, and constantly promote the things we're using. Even if cell phones had not advanced as they have, social media was one place where marketing was going nowhere. Even before the use of smartphones increased, people were becoming completely immersed into the social media sites. So I guess social media kind of influenced the creation of cell phones, at least the creation of apps. Because older cell phones, they were just simply mobile phones. You could text, but it would take forever to text. But when smartphones came out, it didn't just become about having to call someone. A lot of people don't even call. It's too interactive. So you have to text somebody, message somebody. You can download Facebook apps, Twitter app, Instagram. Social media thrives on the human desire to feel connected with others. So no matter who you are, if you're a hermit or an introvert, you can still communicate with other people. Sites such as Facebook was meant to be a means for family and friends to keep in touch no matter how far apart they were. But now, no matter where you go, you can say, hey, I'm at Walmart, I just bought this cool new TV, great price. So you become a marketing technique through the media. It went from being just an on-computer site to being everywhere. So the widespread popularity of social media is largely in part due to its migration, or rather its integration into the smartphone. People are no longer needed to log in at home. They can do it wherever they are. So even if you're standing in front of somebody where you should be having a conversation, you're immersing your phone. In large, it was the addition of social media's ability to become mobile with a cell phone that has allowed it to adapt and grow as it has. Social media has grown thanks to cell phones. So it has evolved because we have created cell phones and not just simply basing social media on itself. So the ultimate platform for entrepreneurs and businesses on smartphones has become huge. The addition of what has been deemed free, in the sense of your freedom to log on wherever you want to, became a social media frenzy, in particular with the most infamous being Farmville and Candy Crush saga. So you could be immersed in games no matter where you were too. It wasn't just like you could go home and relax. You could just, you were bored on the bus, you're on board on the bus, now you could pull out your phone and play a game. Simply, these colorful and enticing games have grown in the use of social media, branching out even more as standalone apps. So you're able to play the games, but you can only play them on certain platforms and invite people to play them as well. So with the creation of social media, there's this huge brand around it that has increased the use of smartphones and branching through media-based marketing techniques to promote products, to state where you are at all times, whether that be at the grocery store, at the hospital even. I've seen some really weird things where people post where they're at the hospital. But it's a marketing tactic on most smartphones now, so you're never just alone. You're not, you're trying to be social without being social. So this has been video commentary number 9 for CMN 3165. Thanks for listening.